Good morning, kids. Brand new week, brand new lesson. I'm fascinated with all the submission made from the last activity. However, there are still some who have not completed and not submitted their work. You still have this week to complete it and submit your work. Now, for today's learning adventure, you will be doing something new. The new animation effect will allow you to somehow design your letter. Before we continue, today's hands-on activity, you will need the following: a computer or a laptop connected to the internet. And of course, you will need your Scratch account. Going back to what we have learned from last week, we were able to make the letter dance by using the change word effect block, by combining those blocks with the weight block, and making sure that each change word effect block is using different values, such as in this example, we have 50 and the other one is -50. For today's hands-on activity, we are learning to animate letters to repeatedly change costumes when click. What I'm looking for, I can use Costumes Editor to customize my letter design. I can use repeat and next costume blocks to animate letters. Now watch this video clip and learn from it how to make your letters appear like it's waving.
Part of creating a fun animation is designing letters to have different looks or perform different actions. To start, add a new sprite to your project. Scroll through the library of available sprites until you find the letter you need. Click on the sprite to add it to your project. This example uses the letter A, but you will add a sprite for the name you are animating. Next, program the sprite to change costumes. Click on the Costumes tab. Duplicate the sprite's costume at least twice. To duplicate a costume, right-click it and choose Duplicate. Next, change each costume slightly so that when the sprite changes costumes, it will wave. To start, click on the first costume. Then, use the paintbrush in the costume editor to draw parts on the costume that will wave. These might be simple lines, antenna, small wings, or arms. Click on the second costume. Select the paintbrush and draw the same parts on this costume as well. This time, draw them further apart, as they would look when the sprite is waving. On the third costume, follow the same steps to draw the arms, wings, or antenna closer together as they would look when the letter is finishing its wave movement. Make your sprite look however you like. Return to the Code tab. Click the Looks menu. Click, hold, and drag out a Next Costume block. Click the block a few times to see what it does. The letter cycles through the costumes you created. It looks like it's waving. To make the letter wave, though, you have to keep clicking the block. To program the letter to keep waving, click the Control menu and drag out a repeat block. Place it around the next costume block. The repeat block runs the blocks inside it a specific number of times. To make your letter wave for a shorter or longer time, change the value in the repeat block. Type in a smaller number and click the block stack. The sprite only waves a few times. Type in a larger number and click the block stack again. The sprite waves for longer. Try out different values in the repeat block until you like the effect. Next, make this animation run when the sprite is clicked. From the Events menu, drag out a When this sprite clicked event. Attach it to the top of your block stack. Click the sprite. The letter waves at you when you click it.
What have we learned today? We learned to animate letters by making it appear to wave when clicked. We learned to customize design of sprites and letters using the Costume Editor. Now it's your time to work on your animation skills and be creative with your animation by making the letters appear to wave when you click. Happy coding!